It's Caleb.
It's Megan, and we're here today with our very first podcast, #Whodis.
We have an absolute banger today. You couldn't get a better guest. And for our first episode, life does not get any better than this. Megan, run us through it.
That is absolutely right. We are so excited to be sitting down today with Sarah's Day, the holistic health princess and all-round champion. She is one of the nicest girls you'll come across on social media. She's got over 1 million followers on Instagram and over 1.3 million followers on YouTube. She's not only one of Australia's most loved influencers, but also an incredible mum to little Fox Ocean. She's an absolute boss, entrepreneur and businesswoman that has created a number of kick-ass products around the world, from health to fashion as well as skincare. Sarah, what a resume. Welcome to the #Whodis podcast.
What an intro. You guys, I can't even get outside now because my head's so big. Stop it.
That's our podcast done. We can go. We'll wrap it up.
Seriously, like that's me done. That's
our job here.
That's my life in a nutshell. I love you guys are my hype people. I was gonna say hype girls, but hype girl, hype guy.
Yeah.
Like,
We can be there for you.
Thanks for the
We'll have you
intro.
back. Don't worry. No matter where you go. Sarah, let's get straight into it. Let's go
do it.
back to the beginning when it all started. Before there was a Sezzy squad, before anyone knew who you were. You decided to start an Instagram and get on YouTube.
Yeah, so pretty much so before I had Instagram or YouTube, I was the most unhealthy eater. Like, you have no idea. Even though my childhood was quite holistic and healthy, when I got to the age where I could afford my own snacks and things like that, I was always at McDonald's. I loved Skittles. I loved Doritos. And I should have found that correlation with bad food and all the issues I was having, but I kind of just didn't make that connection. So before Instagram, I was suffering with really bad hormonal acne. I was on the pill trying to combat that. I had intense bloating, really bad digestive issues. I couldn't sleep, and I just didn't feel healthy. You know, when you wake up and you're just vibrant, I just didn't feel like that. So I decided to overhaul my life, and I started eating healthy, really simple things, just like eating a more whole food based diet, looking into hormones, working out a way, can I get off the pill? Can I try to balance my hormones? And my friends started asking me, wow, your skin's clearing up. How are you doing it? So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm going to start an Instagram all about health. And this was back in 2012, maybe 2011. And back then, people just had personal Instagrams. They didn't really have a health Instagram or a business Instagram. So you have no idea the flack I got from not only people who I thought were my friends, but just randoms as well. They were like, what the heck is this Instagram about health? It was just so taboo. So I started posting things like my breakfast, my skincare routine, things like that. And people really resonated with it. I think I got 2,000 followers, and I was like, oh my God, I'm famous. That was massive back then.
What was the video or Instagram that got you the 2,000?
What
Was there a particular Instagram post or YouTube video that, because you hadn't started the Instagram by then, right? It was just YouTube?
No, it was Instagram first.
Oh, really?
So Instagram was first because that's kind of what I knew. And my passion is YouTube, but I knew Instagram. I was like, yeah, cool, Instagram. And I think it really kicked off when I started being super open and vulnerable, when I showed a picture of my skin at its worst. I showed my active pimples. And I was kind of like, if I'm going to present this message of trying to heal my body naturally and trying to connect with people, I needed to be transparent, open, and just super raw. So when I started talking about cellulite and acne and I showed images of that, people really connected with that. So how I developed onto YouTube was I was getting inundated. Well, back then I thought it was inundated with 20 comments and people asking the same question. And I was kind of sick of replying to them separately. So I was like, maybe I can sit down, record myself on this old school camera, and I'll put it on YouTube. You should watch. It's still up there. My first video ever, it's about me or what to expect from my channel. I'm
Yeah, I've seen it.
I'm so nervous. But it was kind of just to address everyone's question on one platform at one time. And I was just really authentic. I was just myself. I talked about acne, my skin, and my journey, because at that point I hadn't really, I use the word cured lightly, but I hadn't really achieved the goals I wanted to. So I was like, this is a journey we can go on together. Let's heal my acne. Let's heal my gut. Let's combat cellulite, because back in the day that was a huge focus of mine. And people just really resonated with it.
Yeah, wow. What were the first few steps you kind of took into starting your journey? Did you do any research? Because I know a lot of people are so uneducated about just where to start even.
I think I'm lucky in that respect, as I love reading about health and fitness. Like, I really do love it. So I understand for some people it's hard to get motivated and passionate to change your life because you're not motivated to research. And I totally get that. So I feel really lucky in the fact that I love learning about that. And if I'm going to sit down and read a book, I want to leave that book reading session with something. I want to take something away from it. So I was notorious for downloading. I started reading the China study. That was super hard to read. Yeah. I read a lot of scholarly articles purposely because I wanted to see studies being done on like the keto diet or paleo. Raw vegan was all the rage when I started my YouTube channel. I was actually vegan for 9 months and I tried raw veganism for 3 months. And all of that, I love that I've done that because I could be my own guinea pig. Yeah. So yeah, to answer your question, every single night I would research just because I loved it, you know, whether it was someone's personal experience balancing their hormones and getting off the pill and getting their period back and clearing their skin. I would read articles from doctors, and I just tried to be really open-minded with where I got my research from, both scholarly articles, but also people's experiences, people's blogs, people's vlogs. And I just got a really well-rounded idea of the approach I wanted to take from all of those articles.
Yeah, you mentioned guinea pig there, being your own guinea pig, and you have like these central themes to your channels and what message and you're trying to push out to your audience. One is listen to your body, but I've also heard you a million times over the years say, you know, be your own guinea pig. Guinea pig. Can you kind of talk more about like the central message you're trying to push to your audience?
I think I try to not judge anyone's lifestyle, anyone's eating habits, or anyone's fitness routine without experiencing it myself, because I'm the biggest advocate of everyone thrives off a different lifestyle or a different diet. I personally don't think there is a one size fits all to anything in terms of health and fitness. So I know my personal friends who thrive off a vegan diet and they look amazing. They feel amazing. I know they feel amazing. They wake up with so much energy. I know people who eat a paleo-based diet who feel the same. So I was really open-minded to that, and I was like, I want to find the way of eating, the way of training, the way of living that is right for me, and not judge anyone else and not feel judged by anyone, which is really hard, especially on social media. You get so much unsolicited advice. So I just tried to block all of that, and I said, I'm going to be my own guinea pig. I'm going to try everything for a few months, because you guys know if you're trying to eat a plant-based diet, you have to give it at least 3 months for your digestive system to really kick into gear and understand you're making changes. And it was the best thing I've ever done, because now instead of, I don't want to use the word jealous, but instead of saying, if you say to me, oh, I'm eating a raw vegan diet and I feel fantastic, I now don't have that feeling to be like, maybe I'll feel better if I eat like that, because I've done that. And there were certain elements that I loved of it, but on a larger scale, it wasn't right for my lifestyle. So I think it's awesome to test on your own self. Don't judge before you try. And if you're passionate, if you're motivated to try it out, it's fun. Like, it's really fun. I love change. So I love changing the way I eat, the way I train. And I just think it makes you a more understanding person when it comes to health and fitness.
Yeah, I completely agree with the one size fits all, because everyone's body is so completely different.
Yeah.
But I want to know if anything you experienced throughout trying new things, different fitness routines or diet habits. What was the hardest one that you encountered?
So when I had lost my period, and I was experiencing amenorrhea. I had that for around 1.5 years, and I go to an amazing.
Do you want to explain that to everyone?
Yeah. So okay, going back.
TMI.
There's no TMI when it comes to me. I'm an open book, and I want people to learn from my experiences and learn from my mistakes. And through this whole journey, I've had kind of the same health practitioners. I've had an awesome naturopath, a really good acupuncturist, and they always have my back, and I just think back to our conversations when I was experiencing these issues and they were telling me what to do and I was doing the opposite. And I look back, I'm like, I should have just listened to you from the start. So when I really got into my fitness routine, okay, so disregard health. I thought I was being healthy, but I was so fixated on aesthetics. I wanted to look healthy. I wanted to look lean. I wanted to look like that Instagram fitness model. And the byproduct of that was losing my period. But I had the most intense body dysmorphia. I would look in the mirror and say, I need to build my glutes. I need to tailor in my waist. I need to be more shredded. I need to have cap shoulders. At this point, I didn't have my period because I was like 16% body fat. I was training 3 hours a day. I went through a breakup. I wasn't with Kurt at this point. I was going through a breakup. My escape was the gym. That was my only happiness. I was so unbalanced with my approach to healthy eating and training. It was all or nothing. And I was that person who, if you invited me to dinner, I would get anxiety because I was like, what's on the menu? What can I eat? It's going to derail me. And back then I thought that was normal. I thought all fitness girls felt like that. And now being at the place I am now where I feel so much more balanced, I'm like, wow, you cannot maintain that kind of physique and that kind of mentality. It's exhausting. So yeah, I was experiencing amenorrhea for over a year, which was lack of period. And I kind of ignored it for a while because I liked the way I looked some days, I was like, I have abs. It's worth not having a period. Oh my gosh. And now with like my baby, I'm like, oh my gosh, nothing is as good as being a mother, So yeah, I was experiencing that. I was experiencing amenorrhea, and one approach that I tried with my naturopath was the ketosis diet. And you guys know that's eating really, really high fat, moderate protein, super, super low carb. And while I felt like that helped my skin and my digestion, I could not maintain it. I had no life. I would dream about bananas, literally. And
if anyone dreaming about food, that's pretty.
Honestly,
that's
and if anyone follows my channel, you'll know I love bananas. And I found that was really difficult because I felt like I was getting a lot of the benefits I wanted from a diet, and I felt like my body was changing and I was feeling somewhat good, but I knew in the back of my mind I cannot maintain this high fat diet because it's like I was eating 18 grams of carbs a day, which a lot of people will be like, I don't know what that means. That's literally like half a banana. Like it's intense. So anyway, that was definitely the most difficult guinea pig stage I went through.
Yeah, I was actually going to have a follow-up question, but I think you've already answered it. What the most wacky, I suppose, diet or maybe even lifestyle or health hack you've done over the years? Because I know, you know.
Do you know what? When I first kind of started my Instagram, I was like so passionate, like I am now, but I'm just more balanced now. I would live and breathe health and fitness. And when I got into spirulina, I was hardcore into spirulina because I did a lot of research about how it helps balance hormones and how it's high in iron. And it honestly, I think back in like 2013, I did a post saying it really has helped my skin, and I still stand by that. But I would have shots of it.
Yeah.
And no, but do you know what?
Stand by, we got something later for that.
But do you know what? I remember researching why. I can't remember why, but it makes you feel faint if you have too much in one go, like you feel like you're going to throw up. But I would just cop it. I would be like, I would have a shot of apple cider vinegar, a shot of spirulina, and start my day. And now I'm like, no.
Could have been the taste doing that to you.
Probably. It does taste like fish.
Just possibly. So let's change pace a little bit. Let's talk about how things happened with Tropeaka and our little journey and friendship and story.
'Cause we're mates now.
Yeah, I know. We're BFFs. You know, it's good.
Well, you guys came around at the right time. So before I had met you guys, I was eating like a healthy diet, but I was still having whey protein, and it was really messing with my gut. And at that time, I wasn't sure why I was getting bloated and why I was having tummy issues and tummy cramps, and I would randomly wake up with cystic acne. I was like, what the heck? I'm doing everything right. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try to see if it's the whey protein, which, spoiler alert, it was. And so I was looking at, I think I did an Insta story or something, or a post. Insta story wasn't even a thing then. Yeah. I did an Instagram post.
That's so true.
Yeah, Insta story wasn't.
You would have had all your haters calling you out for that one. Yeah. She did. It wasn't even an Insta story.
No Insta story. It was an Instagram post, and I said, I'm still suffering with some digestive discomfort. I'm going to try to swap out my whey protein for a vegan protein. And I think you guys saw it, and you slid into my emails, and you were like, hey, we have this amazing vegan protein, it's pea protein, do you want us to send you some, you can trial it out? And I was like, sure, why not? And you sent me the pump protein in chocolate and vanilla. I remember getting the box and I was so excited. I was like, oh my god, like I got free stuff. And I loved it. I think your original products you sent me was pump protein and ultra cleanse, and I think, and immunity. You sent me immunity. And I just thought it was so cool. And like at that time, I was really focusing on my skincare. So I was loving immunity. And I just never looked back. Like it's a part of my almost everyday routine now.
What sort of staples are in your routine that are Tropeaka products?
At the moment?
Yeah.
Okay. I swap between lean protein always, but I swap between vanilla and the salted caramel. I love the salted caramel so much, but I feel like everyone always DMs me and says, if I was going to get one protein, what would I get? I'm like, get vanilla because you can adapt it. You can add cacao powder. You can add maca. You can add mesquite powder. But taste-wise, the salted caramel is so good. I love the Tone BCAAs. I love them so much. And you know what? I'm like really boring, but I love your superfoods. Like
same.
I love camu, I love spirulina, I love acai because I like to make my own concoctions. So I use camu every time I'm about to get sick. I have a shot of it and I swear by it. My friends literally come to my house to be like, make me one of those gross shots. I'm like, it tastes like the earth, but it works.
Everyone, camu shots at mine tonight.
100%. Literally, my friend Tanika just messaged me being like, I feel sick. I'm like, come over.
Saturday night's getting wild at the
Getting wild
Sezzy
with
household.
Camu, yeah.
Love it. Yeah, I think you ladies are probably like me as well, where we have all the Tropeaka we can have that we want.
Have you seen my cupboard?
Yeah, I know.
It's literally a Tropeaka stash.
And you kind of like you jump between favorites. Like you always have your staples, but
Yeah.
there's nothing better than
Well, that's
having
the thing. I went through a stage a few months ago of loving the matcha. I was having like matcha lattes,
It's
and
mine
then
at
I
the
went
moment.
through a stage of ultra cleanse because I was loving that earthy green taste. I was really into yoga. So that's the thing. It depends it depends on the season as well. If it's winter, I'm totally into the chocolate. But if it's summer, I'm into like acai bowls and things like that. So I just mix it up.
Lovely. Yeah, mine's the matcha maca at the moment. Together.
Together?
Almond milk, great combo. Bit
Do
of
you have a
stevia
milk-
or
do you have-
maple syrup. Yeah.
A
you
milk
gotta try it.
frother? Because I would have it warm.
Oh,
You know what I
that's
do?
handy,
I
yeah.
actually, so I put in the NutriBullet, and then when you have the kind of the end little dregs of it, it's really nice because the honeycomb of the maca comes through, and you got like the frothiness of like the last bit of almond
I'm
milk,
into
and
it.
it's like,
All
yeah,
right, I'll try it. I'll try it.
That's my recommendation. Alrighty, a little bit of a change of pace. Where you're our guinea pig. You're our crash test dummy today, Sezzy. We got. I feel weird calling you Sezzy. I always call you Sarah. I can't do
know.
it.
When did Sezzy come into play, by the way?
Okay,
when
so
did that happen?
I always hated nicknames with a Z. You know how it's like who even has that? No one. Like, I don't know. I just don't like things with a Z. And so my sisters as a joke would say like Sezzy, and I was like, don't call me that. Then my friend Susie started calling me that, and like she was one of my best friends, and I didn't want to be like, can you not call me that? So she just started calling me Says. And I think I like spoke in third person one time on a vlog. I was like, Sezzy says. And everyone was like, I love you, Sezzy. I was like, what the heck did I just do? What the heck did I just do? And then, but I think because I didn't like it originally, but then when my followers started calling me that, it kind of like changed its tone with me. I was like, oh, that's like nice. And they have a nickname for me, and I just kind of embraced it. Now I love it.
Yeah,
Now
that's
it's-
awesome.
yeah.
Pretty ironic.
Yeah, I
love
love
it.
it. I love it now.
That's cool. All right. Well, look, Megan, you know what's happening, so you run us through
All
the
right.
first of two segments.
I hope you were ready for this, Sezzy, because we're about to put you to the ultimate hashtag InstaFamous bitch test.
I hate the word Insta famous.
To see if you truly live up to the life as an ultimate influencer behind the scenes. So we're going to go ahead and ask you a bunch of questions.
I'm ready. Hair behind my ears. I'm ready. Go.
All right. So you've got a post, and you'll go first. Oh no, sorry, I'm going ahead of the game. You're going to be you're going to be the first question. So you kick things off.
All right. Where and when were you first spotted by some random in public because of YouTube or Instagram?
I honestly can't remember the first time, but one of the first times that I realized, whoa, this is like so much bigger than I realized was I actually felt so cool because Kurt and I, we were dating for like a year. I mean, well, we were dating for like a week. So I was,
That's a big jump.
yeah, sorry. Kurt and I were dating for a week. So I'm in that phase where I'm like trying to impress him, trying to be really cool. He was like, what do you do for a job? I'm like, I'm a YouTuber, like no big deal. And we went to the Gold Coast with his family, and we were walking along the Esplanade or something, and someone stopped me and they were like, oh my gosh, I love your channel. And he was like, what? And I was kind of like, what? But I acted cool. I was like, yeah, like, thank you, got a photo. And he was like, does that happen all the time? And I was like, no. And it was crazy because, yeah, it was just crazy thinking that my little life was so much bigger than just my suburb. And then every time we would travel, we would go overseas. Like, it's just crazy to think that my community is worldwide now. But yeah, back to your question, I thought I was really cool when I got noticed in front of Kurt, and I was like, yeah, like, famous.
So
He was probably
the
like,
power,
wow, she was legit.
Yeah, I know. And I so wasn't, but I like, yeah, that made me feel really important.
the power shifted suddenly in that relationship at that point.
Yeah,
Kurt's
yeah. I was like, we've got to be careful what we're talking about because like people are everywhere.
so good. All right. So what's the most embarrassing thing you put out there on social media?
This is hard. I actually get this question a lot, and I hate my answer, but I just don't get embarrassed. Like, I willingly turn on my own camera, talk to it and say, I just got my period and it went all over my pants. like nothing embarrasses me. Even with like the birth of Fox, people are like, aren't you embarrassed to like show yourself in that vulnerable state? I'm like, I live for this. I think like, no, I get no. I mean, I told a story on our podcast, The Health Code, and my pants unzipped and I was walking around with like a G-string out and I didn't realize. Like, that was an embarrassing moment, but I will happily vlog everything because I think it's funny. Like, I think one of the best qualities in someone is the ability to laugh at yourself.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
And I feel like I've mastered that. I can just like laugh at myself about everything. I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. Good
That's
way to live.
awesome.
That's
It's
and
great.
that's typical Aussie as well.
Yeah, fully. Especially like coming from my family with my dad, like you have to laugh at yourself because he will laugh at you before anyone else. So I'm just like humbled.
Well,
like
might as well.
I'm grounded. Yeah.
Yeah, so good.
All right. Next question. What is the best thing about being Insta famous?
Okay.
Sarah
I
rolls her
hate
eyes.
the word Insta famous. It like puts you on a pedestal. But like the best thing about having a big community, let's change that, is sounds lame, but I love not feeling alone. Like when I go anywhere, I always meet someone now, especially because my platform is so big, you know, with like 1.4 million subscribers on YouTube almost. Every single place I go, I meet someone, and people go, oh, I'm so sorry. You probably get this all the time. It's so annoying. I'm like, no, it's so nice because I never feel alone. So if I'm like somewhere without Kurt or without Fox and you're a bit intimidated, I always meet someone saying, hey, you really helped me with my skin, and you just feel like you have a friend everywhere. It is the nicest feeling, like not feeling alone.
That's
I think
cool.
my heart's melting.
No, do you know what? It's true because especially when I started this channel, I lost a lot of friends because in high school, I came from a group who they were big partiers and they drank and they were crazy, which is totally fine. But I wanted to be in that group so bad that I was doing those things as well. And deep down, I knew I wasn't that person. So when I shifted my life and started living in a way that I thought was authentic to me, I lost a lot of people because they didn't understand me. So I felt really alone. And especially when I went through my breakup of my ex-boyfriend who I was with for 7 years, I felt so alone, you know? And so now coming full circle, when I have these friends, like they're pretty much my friends around the world, I'm like, oh, it's the best feeling ever, going from such loneliness and you feel like no one understands you to you feel like the whole world like knows your life and gets you and it isn't judgmental. It's the best feeling.
Yeah, sweet. This might be a little bit of a reality check for some people trying to become #Insta-famous, but what's the worst thing about being #Insta-famous?
Unsolicited advice. An abundance of unsolicited advice, especially with things, I'm not going to say controversial, but things that always trigger people to give advice, like pregnancy, hormones, periods, fitness, health, my whole channel essentially. I get so many DMs of, you know, love and support, but you get so many DMs of negativity and judgment. And, you know, there's only so much you can share on an Insta story, and you can't tell everyone the backstory about why you are changing from HIIT to Pilates, right? And then you have people saying, no, but you're going to gain weight because you're not doing HIIT and this and that and this and that. And I'm like, there's only so much I can explain on Insta story, and you just want people to put their hands in the air and say, cool, you do you. But there's just so much unsolicited advice. But if you are in this platform and if you're going to make it and have longevity, you just need to have like love goggles on and not read the negativity. If I start reading a comment and it's negative, I delete it. And people hate that. They're like, why is she deleting negative comments? I'm like, it's like in life, if someone's mean to you at school, you're not friends with them, right? Like you remove yourself from the situation, you remove yourself from that group. I take that same approach in terms of comments. If someone's mean to me on my platform, in my home, I'm going to get rid of them. You're not welcome in my home. So I just try to be positive and happy and focus on the positive people and just delete the negative.
I love that. Everyone, wear your love goggles always.
Love it.
All right, so this is the last question.
Actually, I'm gonna throw in a bonus one, but yeah, we'll do this one. You're up. Yeah, I'll do the bonus one afterwards.
Second last question.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I should have surprised her, actually. I should have gone with, hey, this is the last one.
No, I
and
love
then,
this.
I thought we prepared this.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so what are you most proud of with what you've done through your social channels?
To be honest, like, don't get me wrong, I love the big things. Like, with my platform, we were able to raise nearly $500,000 for the bushfire relief. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing.
But when I really think about that question, it's the little things. Like, it's the 16-year-old girl who comes up to me in her school uniform and cries and says, "You don't understand. Today was the first day I didn't wear makeup to school because you did that vlog where you didn't wear makeup and you showed your acne and you were confident." Like, that makes me want to cry. And it's not... For me, it's not about the scale of the amount of people I help. It's about the quality. It's that one person who comes up to me and says, "You don't understand. You've changed my life." I'm like, oh, I literally get goosebumps even saying it. Like, I try to think of everyone as one person, as an individual, and their personal experience. I don't try to please the masses. So, you know, the bushfire relief, that was great and that helped so many people, but it's just as important as helping that one girl in school.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
And the bonus one is, what's your biggest Instagram versus reality moment?
I think like a lot of, probably getting specific photos that I want to get. So majority of the photos on my Instagram are just like candid. It's like me making paleo cookies or like me and Fox at the beach. But let's say I'm doing a campaign with White Fox Boutique and I have this idea in my head that I want to have like this dress in the wind and the photo comes out amazing. BTS of this, behind the scenes, it's not glamorous. There's like sand in my eyes and wind everywhere and Fox is crying and Abby's running around. It's whenever I try to get a specific photo, I get so anxious because I have this idea in my head. Kurt's a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist. We're both bosses. We clash. So that's why I'd rather keep my Instagram authentic and just like snap a photo in the moment, because getting a cute fashion photo is like such a mission. And I'm never fashionable.
I can confirm.
And like, you know, the photos when there's people in like a cool outfit and they have a coffee, like getting that and getting the right seat in the cafe, that there's not like the old woman behind you staring at you in the back and then you have to like erase her in Snapseed. You know what I mean? So getting the right seat to get that like coffee photo, it's very difficult. It's a hard life.
Well, let's pause the podcast for a second. Just a quick announcement. Firstly, thank you so much for tuning into the hashtag Who Dis podcast so far. Just a quick reminder, remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future episodes, and don't forget to share it with your friends. You can also find us at Tropeaka on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, pretty much all over the web for all of your health and fitness inspo, along with a whole lot of fun.
Alrighty, so let's change pace a little bit here, Sarah. Let's talk about Body Bloom. So that's what we're most famous for in terms of our friendship, Tropeaka and Sarah's Day.
I should have had them for us here. We could have been sipping on them.
I know. What are we doing? Where's the product placement?
Just pretend.
Yes.
Insert here.
Love it. Yeah. Post-production. So, yeah, I mean, there's actually quite a long story behind how this product came about, and it's a really cool one. So I'll leave it all to you. You could probably talk for 2 hours on this, but
I'm gonna
give it your best shot.
I'll try to hit just the key points. So essentially, if you guys don't know what Body Bloom is, it's an inner health and beauty powder, and the reason, the why behind Body Bloom was all about my digestive health and my hormonal acne. So that being the pinnacle of my channel, my hormonal acne ruled my life. And because that was the case, all my research would be centered around curing acne and balancing my hormones. And through that research and through talking to my naturopath and my Chinese herbalist and just talking to all the right people, I kind of gathered this little queen list of the best ingredients that were going to help me. And it ended up me taking like probiotics and prebiotics and superfoods and using topical treatments, and there was like 20 things I was doing in a day, which on a positive side, it was helping my acne. It was really helping my digestion. I felt like I wasn't bloated anymore. I felt amazing, but I was exhausted. I was exhausted from taking 10 different supplements and integrating them at different parts of the day and using topical treatments, I was like, surely there's a way to integrate all of these amazing benefits into one product. So I had thought this for like 2 years. I'm maintaining my probiotics every morning, my prebiotics in my food, mixing superfoods into my diet. And I was like, I'm just like, I can't do this anymore. So Tropeaka, they came up to me and they're like, hey, if you ever want to do a product or anything, let us know. And I was like, stop. I have this idea and I had no idea if it was possible because like I said, I'm the guinea pig. I know why I want to do it, but I don't know how. I don't know the science behind putting this together as a product. So we had a meeting. I sat down, I said, look, I have found these key ingredients for me that have helped my hormonal acne, my digestion, my bloating. I feel like my hair is really smooth. I feel like my nails are strong. I want to give everyone these benefits in one beautiful product. And you guys were like, boom, easy, we can do this. So with your team and you guys knowing actually how to manufacture that and how to put it together and where to source those beautiful products and my why and my ideas of what products have helped me and what ingredients have helped me, we just made the most incredible product that I don't think there's anything I've ever released or ever shown people that I've had such positive feedback from. Like our reviews, they're so personal. And if you are listening to this and you are currently suffering with hormonal acne or even crippling bloating and digestive discomfort, it rules your life. It does. Like, how do you enjoy life and how are you happy when your tummy is constantly gurgling and you feel like you need to go to the bathroom or you feel like you can't go to the bathroom for weeks? It just changes everything. So when we released this product and people started coming to us saying, you don't understand, this has changed my life. My skin has never been so clear. I'm doing my morning poop finally. Woo! Like for me, that's what it is. I was like, yes, I couldn't believe that those 2 years of dabbling with different ingredients and us trying to make this one king product, it actually worked. Like I still can't believe that we did it with you, with your science background and your laboratory skills and my guinea pig skills.
We got all the experts on our side helping us out.
I'm so proud of it. And it's so pretty. I wanted it to be Instagrammable as well. So it's like in your pantry and you're like, oh, so pretty.
What was the design process like? How did you come up with the inspiration behind what it looked like?
We worked really closely together with the ingredients and I was looking through the ingredients and I was like, oh, there's such pure holistic ingredients. I think we should champion them. So that's when we picked the ingredients that look really pretty as well. So things like sea buckthorn and the green banana. And we just said, what's a way we can show the consumer what is in this product and make it as holistic and simple to their eyes as well as when they read the back. So we contacted an illustrator and we got that made up. And I just wanted it to be pretty and pink. And I wanted it to look the way that I feel when I take it. So when I take it, I just feel vibrant and happy and beautiful. And I feel like the product looks like that, vibrant, happy and beautiful.
100%. And look, over 2,000 5-star reviews on our website. Like the proof's all there. That's the most incredible thing. That was one thing we changed in our business about 9 months ago, which was one of the best things we did, which was start putting reviews on the website and where people can like post them themselves. And it's just blown us away. And that's not even talking about like your DMs blowing up and our DMs in terms of
emails. I get like handwritten notes to my PO box and people are like, wow, you don't understand. Please don't ever stop making this because it's part of my routine. It's pretty crazy. Yeah,
we get people buying like 6 months out in advance because it's
they
sold out 4
up.
times. It's been insane, but it's something that we're all very proud of, and there's bigger things as well on the horizon.
Watch the space.
We can put the hands up and like
that's the thing.
Post-production.
I feel like if we put that effort, like that much effort and love and raw passion into each product, like they're going to be winners. And I think that's when the best things come about, when it's from your experience and you're like, this doesn't exist and it needs to. So I think that was the pinnacle. That was the key point about Body Bloom. I'm like, this has to be in my life and I want to share it with everyone else. And everyone was so excited about it.
How did you feel when it finally launched?
So the best part was because I was taking it for like a few months before we launched it, just to test it, make sure I liked the flavor, the consistency, all that good stuff, and to make sure it worked. Because anything with a pre and probiotic, you want to test it for at least a month to really get the benefits, for your body to kick in and be like, whoa, what's happening here? And for you to feel the difference. So I was kind of at that point where I was like, yes, this is right, guys. Like, don't alter the ingredients anymore. This is perfect. And I just wanted to tell everyone and be like, you guys, my digestion's so good and I can't tell you why. So the day that I got to explain it, I have never been so nervous to film a video than I was to film that explanation video, because when I'm so passionate about something and when I have so many key points I want to cover, it kind of overwhelms me, and I'm like, oh, I just want to do this justice, because I don't want to come across like salesy, like buy my product. I was just like, you guys, this is everything I've been vlogging about for 2 years, and it has come to this point where I was able to make it into one product, and it wasn't about the sales and look at me and get my product. It was like, do what you want, but I'm just telling you, this has transformed my skin and my digestive health. I just wanted it to come across as authentic as I could and not salesy. And that's really hard when you are talking about your own product. So I was a bit nervous, but I hope it worked.
It certainly did. It certainly did. It's been a tremendous success since. And all right, well, look, this is the part. Let's shift gears again. This is the part I've been waiting for. This is segment 2 of our test run, our guinea pig for the day.
You guys should see what's on the table.
Yeah.
I need to show you. It's literally black shots. It's you explain.
All right, so this segment, it is called spirulina shots. And I'm pumped for this. I'm excited. Look, we are trained professionals here, but what we've got on the desk at the moment,
real deal.
Can you see that? It's literally almost black because there's so much spirulina in it.
So I mean,
that's gonna taste like fish.
Yeah, I mean, why put vodka on the table on a Saturday night when you can have spirulina shots? So
or Camus.
Or Camus, exactly.
You're in my house. It's the Camus shot place.
All right, so this is how this little game works. Megan and I, we've actually, we've got a funny story. You'll tell that in a second, but we've picked a photo each from your Instagram feed. We've gone back. This took me, honestly, I wrote the questions out with Megan beforehand, and that took a little bit of time. But going through your feed and trying to find a photo, being she's not going to remember this, because you've got to guess the photo or guess the question. So we're going to describe the photo, and then we're going to ask you a question about it. And literally everyone was like, man, she knows about this. Knows. I was even looking for random people in the background being like, who is that person down at Cronulla?
Well, I know, and that's the thing. My Instagram's a one-man show, so I feel like I know every post I've made, but there's over 1,000, so something like that. So I feel like I
definitely didn't count. But
I better win. I'm not.
But here's the thing. That. Okay, just to explain a little bit better, if Sarah guesses the photo, the person, either Megan or I, takes the shot.
Both.
No, screw it. But if she gets it wrong, she takes the shot. And I'm going to give a little bit of a quick background on spirulina. So let's start with the upside. Spirulina is the most badass superfood on the planet.
Amen.
Sarah was talking about it earlier. It's something that I take often as well. I mean, it's that badass and nutrient dense that NASA has even done a research paper on using it for long-term space missions. That's how crazy it is. That's the upside. The downside is...
It tastes like algae.
It's algae. It tastes like creek. Yeah. And if you add water to it, it tastes like creek water. Now, as I said, we're trained professionals, so don't try this at home. But we've got the shot glass, and we've put a disgusting, disturbing amount of spirulina in there, and just a little bit of water.
Just for context, I normally put it in a litre smoothie with a banana, and I'll put half a teaspoon. This is a full teaspoon in about 5 mils of water. Okay, so just bear that in mind.
And look, we got to promise to smile to the camera after this.
I better win. I'm nervous.
All right, Megan, who's going first? Is it you? I think it's you.
I'll go first.
I'm nervous. My hands are sweating. Knees weak, palms are heavy, sweaty
I was
spaghetti.
feeling so confident about my photo. I had to re-pick my photo, you guys, because Sarah was totally just raving about her body bloom and the photo with her legs in a bathtub and her legs were in the air and she was holding a body bloom. I literally didn't even bring it up and she was just talking about it. And I was like,
before this podcast started. Right before.
Yeah, that's right.
I was like, remember that photo with me and the thing? They're like, that was our question. I was like, sorry.
So good.
So hopefully I've still chosen a banger.
I'm like actually nervous.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so you were sitting against a pink tiled wall, which may be your bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing
It's that one behind you.
Oh, sorry.
Yes,
Yes.
but I've done multiple photos of this. Yes.
I was about to say.
No. So I need
This
to
is
pick
how
the right
good she
one.
is.
So I need
Okay.
to pick the right one.
You're wearing your blue light glasses.
Yep. And I got rollers in my hair. Do you know why?
You might as well just start drinking.
No, because I take a lot of pride in all of my campaigns, whether it's like Body Bloom, my activewear, my glasses, and I'm the creative director. So
Yeah.
I pitch those ideas to White Fox. I pitched that to White Fox. I said, do you guys like this idea? So I made a full media deck of that.
Oh, I was literally like saying to myself, oh, she's going to forget that she had rollers
No,
in
I
her
had
hair.
rollers, and I was pregnant. I was pregnant as well. I was like,
When was that? When was that? I should speak in the microphone. When was that? How long ago?
I was like 30 weeks pregnant then. So that was like Feb.
Oh, you went
Like last Feb.
Yeah, that's too.
No, that's a year ago. That's a year ago.
A year ago,
Yeah?
though.
Yeah, because Fox is
Oh
nearly
crap!
one.
Mine's at literally
Oh,
the exact
no.
same time. I went 1 year back.
And you guys need to, even though I have mum brain, baby brain, pregnancy was like a highlight of my life. So I know all the photos I took when I was pregnant.
Okay, well I'm screwed. we should just start drinking. Both
No,
of us.
go. Well, actually,
All right, you gotta do it. Come on, go on.
Shut.
All I can picture is Megan just like belching it out across the table
my
onto you.
God.
These better not
Do
get
it,
on my
do it.
white
It's
pants.
Fine. It's fine. Do it,
Okay.
do it.
Make sure you're in camera. Here we go.
All right, here you go.
Cheers, biggie.
Ready?
All at once as well. All at once.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Spirulina.
Oh, yuck.
Lick it.
Are you joking? Are you?
She did that easily.
No,
It's
no.
not that
You're
bad.
a boss. Wait, give us a
Not
smile.
bad.
Give us a smile to the camera. Nice. All right.
It's all green.
You need some water, just a little bit of a rinse. All right.
Are you? I would be gagging.
Yeah.
You better get
Megan,
It's not that
Megan did
bad.
that far too easily. The thing is, I'll probably do it far too easily as well because I actually do this. I do quick
like
shots.
old
You
school
came
at
well
home.
smoothie.
equipped.
Yeah. But the difference today is we really jacked up the spirulina that we put in it.
Like
so
I'm telling you, it's almost black. It's
yeah,
so
like
dark.
look at it around the rim and how like nasty that is.
No, I'm gonna go.
All right, here we go.
Get your lips ready, bro,
I
because
better
you're
get-
about
I
to
better
drink
get
it.
to this. Did you see it earlier?
No.
I realized
no,
I had it. Okay.
No.
Okay.
I
thank God.
I like real competition.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
competitive. I don't want to win by I don't want to win by cheating.
I'm just gonna like make it impossible. You'd be like,
Oh
you were wearing your blue light blocking glasses. What was it?
I wear them a lot.
All right, no. Here we go. All right, so I went back exactly a year. Well, pretty much a year. You're sitting. For those who don't know, we're actually at Sarah's house. You can
You're
see
sitting on my
probably
table.
in the camera. You can see little Foxy's chair behind us.
Mm-hmm.
You're sitting on this table, and you've got your blue light blocking glasses on. You got that big cheesy smile of
Mm-hmm.
yours. It's lovely, and you've got some bags on the table, and you're making a concoction. What are you making?
I've got. Oh.
She looks
Yep,
stumped.
Yep. No.
No,
I'm
you look
making,
stumped for a second.
I'm making bath salts.
Know that.
I'm sitting right there.
Yes.
And I remember because I felt.
There's to the camera.
Yep, I remember it. I remember I was making bath salts for my family because every year for Christmas we do handmade presents because we don't need more stuff. So we do handmade presents, and I was making everyone bath salts. So
Wait.
Oh,
You
what's-
got a
what's
50% correct.
Okay.
So what else are you making?
Ooh.
I'm making
yeah.
and I'm making perfume pots. That's what I was making.
I
as
need
well.
to consult Megan
Hold
because
on,
she
hold on.
knows
I've loved
she
it.
knows female terminology here.
I've loved
No,
it.
she knows female terminology here. So is this what you call?
There's Epsom salts, there's dried flowers, there's dried lavender, there's some Himalayan pink salt.
All right, here's the horrible thing. Your internet's like taking a while, and I've taken a screenshot of it, but there is a second thing, and I'm trying to remember the word. You used like a fancy word. Well, I'm slowly getting there.
in the caption.
Yeah, and half the caption's blocked off.
Okay.
Because I really want to make sure that you do this. Like, if you get a 50% correct, you got to do it with me. So I'm gonna
Yes.
try my hardest to make sure you're wrong. So I'm nearly there. I'm scrolling through. Where are we at? We're at.
It's pretty far.
I managed to scroll 11th of July. I'm still going.
You just so don't want to take the shot. You changed the rule.
I just want to see.
got the photo.
I want to see you in
Another
pain.
picture.
I said, what are you concocting?
What I told you.
You could
there was
be
two.
correct.
There
You
was
could
one
be
called
correct.
Sezzy Sprinkles.
Yeah. You could be correct. Okay. Is this? What do you call it? What was the
Sezzy
second
sprinkles.
thing? No. What was the set? No.
Bath
Just
salts.
yeah. And was the set a perfume?
Perfume pots.
Okay.
Pots.
Is this what you call a perfume pot? Where is it?
That's what I
Oh
made.
wait, it's this one.
It was like a perfume wax pot.
Oh, aromatherapy soak.
Yeah.
Is that a perfume pot? Aromatherapy soak.
The aromatherapy
She
salt.
got it wrong then.
No.
You got it wrong. You
No,
didn't answer
no,
it. You
bath
got it
salts.
wrong.
The bath salts is the aromatherapy soak. So that's why I said there's dried flowers, there's chamomile, there's lavender. That's the aromatherapy.
I'm going to leave this up to Megan. I have no idea about this stuff. Is an aroma? This
Is
needs to
it
be filmed
perfume?
live. So we can
there were
ask
two
the
separate
audience.
products. So the first thing is the bath salts.
Okay.
That's the aromatherapy
Yeah.
soak. So I just didn't want to say aromatherapy soak, and you're like, what? The bath salts. You put it in the
Oh,
bath.
Yeah.
okay. Is
Yeah.
also aromatherapy soak.
Yeah.
And you didn't mention the perfume pot.
The perfume pot, it's not in
Yeah,
that photo,
it's
but I
not in
made
the
it the
caption.
same day.
Damn it. All right.
Drink.
All right, here we go.
Oh my god.
Do I go the seedy one on the side?
Yeah. That the chunky monkey.
Okay.
Oh.
Sip.
Stirred up.
I was gonna sing that, but I'm like, is that appropriate?
No one here. Yeah.
Go.
Anyway, ready? Oh. And just to finish, licking the rim.
You guys, you're a different
Give me those
breed.
nutrients from that crake. Oh wait, I didn't finish it. A little bit more.
You guys are
Yeah,
a
I mean
different breed.
that doesn't have us doing it's not enough of a highlight for that segment because we're used to it.
Yeah.
How's my cheesy? Have I got it all over my nose and my?
I think you should
how's
do
my-
one just for
No,
fun.
no,
I
no.
want to
Yeah,
see you
I
drink
I reckon
one.
you should do both of them.
No,
Like
no,
there's two
no,
spare ones.
no,
Come on, peer
no,
pressure,
no.
peer pressure.
I don't want it. I really don't want it.
Let's see what you're made of.
Nothing. I'm made of feathers. I'm soft. Made of jelly.
All right, we'll just stick to it in a smoothie for now.
Yeah,
we
with
got to
banana.
get better. Okay, we've got more podcasts planned.
Yeah, that's right.
One coming up
Gonna have to
with
step up our game.
yeah, with Lady Lolis and Cherie. So hey, we're
Yeah.
stepping up our game for you two. Watch out.
I don't know
We're
how to
coming
make
for
it
you.
worse
That's
though, because like out of all the Tropeaka products, that's the one that tastes gross. Everything else tastes good. I don't know what else you can do.
Yeah, no, we just got to make our questions. No, I'm not talking about
Oh,
that. Just our
tougher.
questions need to be
Yeah.
tougher.
I feel like a lot of people who do Instagram and it's their work, like they're gonna remember them, you know,
Yeah.
especially those kind of ones. Like a lot of thought goes through a lot of my posts, and yeah.
All right, we're going back to 2016 in the archives of this profile.
I was prepared for that. I know my first post is toast.
Yeah. How's it?
Wow.
Give us a smile.
Have I got greens in
No,
my
you're
teeth?
good. Am I good?
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
good.
nice. All right.
Pros.
Woo. All right, good segment. We were defeated by Sezzy and spirulina shots.
Bow, bow.
All righty, let's go on to the home stretch here. We got 5, 6 final questions, something like that. Megan, you might as well ask the first one.
All right, so we're going to go more into talking about your wellness routine. We want to know a bit more about what it looks like from the morning to when you go to bed at night, the foods you eat, the products you take and love, and even any lifestyle hacks that you might have.
I would say at the moment, since having Fox, it does change, but I'm just so much more low key or like balanced or what's the word I'm trying to
Chill.
yeah, chill, attainable. Like I feel like back in the day I had this health routine, this morning routine that was like goals, or like no one really does that, but I would do it. But now that I'm a mum and I have to prioritize, it's pretty normal. So I wake up around 7 o'clock. We don't even set alarms anymore because Fox wakes us up. Fox is my baby. So we wake up around 7, and recently I've actually been intermittent fasting, and it kind of happened accidentally, and I just feel so much better. So my first meal of the day is around 12. But I'm all into listening to your body, and that wasn't really a decision I made. It just kind of happened, and I was like, wow, I feel really good. So at the moment, I'll wake up, I have a big glass of water, then I have Body Bloom, and every single morning, I pretty much Insta story me doing my Body Bloom, and Kurt always comes in with his glass and cleans my glass and wants me to do it for him as well. So Kurt and I have our body bloom together and we drink that and I have some water. And then I usually put Fox in the pram. I walk up, I get a coffee, and then I do a morning workout. So I'm a huge advocate for morning workouts. If you can, if it works with your routine, I just feel like it gives me so much energy and purpose and happiness for the day, and it just sets me up on a good tone. So I change it every single day. I'm really into Pilates right now, and I never thought I would be a person who likes classes, but I think because my life is so busy and so stressful, it's kind of a relief going to a class because I don't have to train myself. You know what I mean? So I'm really into Pilates and boxing, any kind of workout, even just a long walk. And then my lunch is like my favorite meal of the day because it's kind of my brekkie. I pretty much every day I have a huge Nourish bowl, and I'm actually in the process of writing my huge cooking project, which I've been working on for 2 years. So every day I make a new recipe and I take photos of it and I store it away for the cooking project.
They look so good, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So I'm all into eating color. So I guess one of my hacks would be eat the rainbow, and I say that all the time, and that is such an easy way to make sure you're getting all of your vitamins and nutrients. Even if you don't understand health and understand food or care to research it, just try to get at least 3 colors in every meal. So I think I try to have my macronutrients, my protein, carbs, and fats, but more so I feel like a lot of influencers or YouTubers, they drill that into you. So I take it upon myself to be more of the nutrient dense promoter, and I'm like, think about color, don't think about protein, think about your reds, your greens, your purples, blues. Don't just have a beige diet. So a lot of my meals are really colorful and really micronutrient dense, and I'm huge into snacking. I like to snack all day. I graze. I just don't try to overcomplicate my diet. I eat a whole food-based diet, so essentially I don't really eat much from a packet. Around 3 p.m, I have the biggest sweet tooth. So that's usually when I have a protein shake. I'll have like the salted caramel protein with a banana and some maca, maybe a little bit of honey with some coconut milk. That just ties me over because I have to have something sweet. And yeah, dinner is kind of the same as lunch. It's just like fish, veggies, things like that. But I'm really into assessing where you are in your life and being open to changing. So a few months ago, I was paleo, like pretty strict paleo based, and I wouldn't have any rice or any grains. But when I got pregnant, I was craving rice. So I kind of just listened to my body. I said, there's a reason I'm craving rice. I'm going to eat it more now. And that has kind of tied me over until now. So sometimes I have rice, sometimes I have buckwheat. I think if something works for you a year ago, it doesn't mean you have to maintain that forever. I think it's important to listen to your body. And I know I say that and it kind of becomes mundane, but if you really think about that sentence, listen to your body, try to do that every day. And even though that routine worked for you yesterday, listen to your body today. Even though you did boxing yesterday, does your body feel like doing boxing today, or should you go to a yoga class? So my routine changes all the time, whether it's my food, my fitness, how much I move in that day, whether I'm sitting down on the computer, whether I even have the motivation to do my vlogging, or if I just want to be a mum. Like every day changes, and it has changed my life. Just letting go of the pressure of having that health and fitness routine. I just kind of have my key things that I love, and I just adapt and I change every day depending on my mood.
Yeah, that's so true. Such a good way to go about things.
It's more
and not
maintainable.
Yeah, 100%. You talk about, well, you kind of answered in your last question. Our next one was, what's your favorite go-to smoothie and all that? But you kind of like different aspects. Like you like it. I know you like everything from chia seeds to cacao nibs and things to chew on. So talk a bit more about that.
Okay, I'm notorious for adding so much into my smoothies because I just love making my meals as nutrient dense as possible. And I get like some negativity because people are like, I don't have all those ingredients. But if it was up to me, okay, I would pack it. Like I love everything in my smoothie. Like I try to make them simple. Sometimes I'll just do it like banana, coconut milk, protein powder, boom. But the cherry on top is the texture. I love crunch. I love creamy. I love salt. I love tang. Like I want to have all of that in one smoothie. Like my mouth is salivating. So one that I love, which I think is really helpful if you are busy, if you're a busy mum, in the morning, I love a shot of coffee with some gluten-free oats. I get these special like they're no gluten oats, but you can do quinoa flakes if you want to have oats. So have some oats, have one medjool date, have some maca, and have with this one I'll probably do the vanilla lean protein with some coconut milk and a few cacao nibs to just add that crunch down the bottom. So good. But also, there's so many. But I do love one more. I love a good acai smoothie because acai bowls, can I just say, they're so expensive and it makes me so angry, like walking up the shops and buying like a $15 acai bowl. I'm like, I'm going to make my own.
Make it, yeah.
Welcome to Sydney.
My favorite way to do that, and I prefer smoothie bowls over smoothies because I'm notorious for just like sipping them and they're gone in 2 seconds. So I like to eat my smoothies. So I will do a whole bunch of frozen blueberries. I'll do frozen banana. I always have a stash of frozen banana. I do the acai powder, like 1 heaped teaspoon or like a tablespoon. And then I will always add protein into any smoothie bowl I have. I think if I'm going to go to the effort to make a smoothie bowl, let's chuck some protein in there. And in my acai bowls, I always have the vanilla lean protein. And then that's pretty much it. I'll do like a dash of coconut milk and then the topping, it's like fruit and nut mix and fresh fruit and a drizzle of honey.
If this Sarah's Day thing like never works out, like you should totally like open a smoothie bar.
I would love.
There's like a science behind this.
I would never get into hospitality because like that's just a whole new world. But when people come over, that's how I show my love. I'm like, can I please make you a smoothie bowl? Because do you know what? I had the best one in Hawaii, and I'm gonna make my own and put it in the cooking project. It was called the Moana bowl, and it was spirulina. So it was like a blue bowl, but it tasted nothing like spirulina. It had like coconut and cashew cream in it. It was so creamy and delicious. So that's my new thing. I'm going to perfect a mermaid bowl, like perfect that.
Yeah, nice.
Do you have any like tips for smoothie bowls, how to make them thick and creamy? Because I know from personal experience as well, a lot of people out there struggle making the perfect smoothie bowl.
And I feel like a lot of people just rely on frozen berries, and you have to think they're very watered, like they're just water pretty much. So that's just going to become icy. So I will use my frozen blueberries, but you need to have a creamier consistency in there, whether it is frozen banana or if you're going to do frozen cashew cream, like cashew, you know, when you like blend cashews together, or if you do thickened coconut cream, you need that thick consistency. I also like to add a fat in there. So whether that's like coconut oil or avocado, frozen avocado is awesome. Frozen avocado it's really good.
Yeah.
But I would say, I know a lot of people don't like bananas, but I always add banana into my smoothie bowls. They're just the perfect consistency.
All right, so we know we've seen a lot of amazing things going on behind the scenes on your Instagram, like your upcoming renovations. Tell us more about that.
Don't even there's so much exciting things happening in my life right now, whether it's like my cooking project or things I'm coming out with, but the renovation series is exciting in itself. But like, I just still can't believe we are renovating our dream family home. So right now, don't get me wrong, this apartment is great, but with a baby and a dog, we've just really outgrown it. So we were just there this morning. I'm so weird. I can't really help because I don't have the skills at the moment. But I just like to be there. I just stand there. So basically we bought a house just up the road and we're renovating it for our growing family. I'm not pregnant. That's not an announcement. I'm not pregnant.
Disclaimer.
But I just think it really is going to help pave the way of our future because we have so many cool things coming up, whether it is our podcast. We have like a podcast studio in the house. We've got a dedicated area for me to do YouTube. We've got a Pilates room where I get to do Pilates from home because being a mum, like I just have this new found respect for mothers being fit. You know, before I had a baby, I was like, just go to the gym. I was kind of a bit harsh. I was like, make it a priority. Like everyone has time to train. Whoa, when you're a mum, like I just don't have time. So creating a little space, whether it's in your backyard, in your kitchen, or if you have the luxury of having a whole room, I am going to do so many more home workouts because I just can't make it to the gym. But every day we're going to the house and renovating, and I got to do a few little things like rip up carpet and like pull some gyprock off the wall. But
take some photos.
Yeah, we've seen you with some hardcore helmets
Actually,
on.
Kurt had a leaf blower, and I was like, make me like Beyonce. Kurt calls me the distraction. So I went last week and I just played Barbie Girl, like I'm a Barbie girl, and I just put it really, really loud. And I wear my pink hat, my pink goggles, and I just like dance around, and all the traders are like, this girl's so annoying. But I just like vibe out there. I love it. I'm actually, episode 2 is going live today. So by the time you listen to this, it's on my it's on my YouTube channel, renovation series. That one's called The Game Plan.
That's
very
awesome.
Nice, very nice. All right, so you're doing a million things at the moment, which is incredible. But picture yourself in like 10 years' time. Yep. Where do you see yourself?
Okay, I feel like this is going to drop a lot of hints. So if you're listening to this podcast, then you get the hints before everyone else. The cooking project I'm currently working on is going to become my main focus. So I've said before, it's not a cookbook. It's similar, but it's a different platform. So I think in 5 to 10 years, I'm going to be so immersed in that, and that is going to incorporate everything I do. So it's going to kind of be my own little platform to put everything I create and everything I believe in that one space. A lot of people have guessed it, and I'm sure I've like hinted at it in this potty, but I feel like in 5 to 10 years, I really want to encourage my key message now: listen to your body and live a balanced life. And I think a good reminder of that for me was this week. I got sick and Kurt was away on holidays. Like he was away at a wedding, for a friend's wedding, and I didn't have time to train. And the old me would have felt so deflated and stressed. And I was like, you know what? This is a lifestyle. This stuff happens. Like everyone goes through that week where you don't have time to train. You don't have groceries, so you ordered Uber Eats. It's okay. I just want to encourage people to live the healthiest life you can, but it's okay to go to Gelatissimo and get gelato and skip a training session because you're going to your mum's birthday. You know, I think it's important about balance.
Balance, yep.
And in 10 years, I just want that to be my core message.
Yeah, that's so cool. So good. I suppose we'll finish with the last one. Megan, unless you've got another follow-up one, but I'll ask this one. For everyone listening, I mean, the amount of fangirls out there that want to become Sarah's Day is almost a nation in itself. For those listening, or anyone, even guys or girls wanting to be an influencer or build their following, what advice do you have for them in order to do that?
And it's so cliche, but really take this on board. If that's really what you want, just be yourself and be your true self, because not only is there's only one of you. You know, what's that Dr. Seuss saying? Like, there's no one as you are than you, or something like that. It's so true. You are uniquely you. And even if you think you're boring and you've got nothing, there is something special about you, and you might not see it, but everyone else does. And I'm an example of that. When I started my YouTube channel, I was like, no one will want to hear me. Like, I'm not the fittest. I'm not the healthiest. I'm not the prettiest. I'm not the skinniest. And which is true. But people still resonated with me, and like, look at me now, you know, I never thought that YouTube was even a job. So be yourself, but also on the flip side of that, it's like, if you are going to maintain that as a job, if you want YouTubing to be your job, you want to be yourself, because you want to be able to be yourself forever, whether you turn into a family channel or whatever you do. You can't keep up a facade. So just post what you love. Don't post what's cool. Don't dress in a way that's cool. Don't speak in a way that's cool. Just be yourself, because you can maintain that forever, because it's you and it's fun. If you start being someone else, it becomes a chore and you have to put on a personality and put on a character. If you're just you, then you just Insta story every day and you just vlog every day and you're like, oh, cool.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, that's so true. Like, people don't realize, or obviously don't know, but Sarah off camera is exactly how she is on camera. Like,
Thanks.
I turned up to your house today and then I'm parking and then I see some crazy woman dancing in the street. That's Sarah. I'm like,
I just finished my training session and I was sweaty and I was like, what's that?
Yeah.
That's the thing. And that's why people go, oh, were you nervous if people see you out partying? I'm like, number one, I'm a grandma. I don't party. And if people see me out and about, I have like nothing to hide. Everyone knows everything. What you see on camera is what I'm like in real life. Like, I'm not scared at all to meet people in real life, because I'm like, what you see is what you get. I've showed people me even picking my pimples. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So like we're all friends here.
Do you ever get sick of being in front of the camera all the time, every single day?
Some days I do. Some days I really, and I think any vlogger who says otherwise is probably not being very truthful. Some days where I'm questioning myself. I don't feel good about myself. I feel like I've had a bad week of eating and I'm feeling sorry for myself. I don't want to vlog. And I don't want to create vlogs that are negative, but also I don't just want to create vlogs when I'm happy. So I do vlog on days where I don't feel like it. And I try to make that in a way that I'm showing people that I have down days as well. So everyone knows if you've been following my channel, I will vlog the down times. Like when I got SIN 3, which was cervical dysplasia, I vlogged that. I didn't feel like vlogging that at all. I was so sad, but I wanted to show you that even people who dedicate their life to health and fitness, you go through negative things like that. So I think it's my duty to show the reality of living a health and fitness lifestyle, that it's not all positivity. So, I take care of my mental health, and if I really don't want to vlog, if I just want to be a mum, I don't vlog. But I also am conscious if I'm like, look, this isn't ideal, I'm kind of sad, but I'm going to show you guys that if I can get through it, you can get through it. So it's like a balance.
Yeah. So good. Love it. Well, Sarah, it's been an absolute pleasure. It's been amazing. Thank you, Megan. For our first episode, I thought we did well.
You guys are putting me to shame. So like Kurt and honestly, Kurt and I wish Kurt was here because we've had our podcast for like over a year. You guys are great together. You like bounce off each other. You're so professional. I feel like you should be on radio. I need to take tips off you guys.
I'll wait for the contract from Today FM.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Sarah. It's been an absolute pleasure. Let's finish by you just letting the 3 people out there on the planet that don't know where to find you on the internet where you are.
So on Instagram, I'm Sarah's_day. On YouTube, I'm Sarah's Day, or you can just check out my website, Sarah's Day. We have a podcast, which is the Health Code Podcast. And that's me.
Yeah, amazing stuff with White Fox Boutique as well.
Yeah, I've got my activewear. I have a fitness ebook. I've got 2 8-week challenges, which are on my website, where if you want to work out from home, you don't need any equipment. So I've got that there. I've got Pity Putty, which is natural deodorant putty, which again I found from hormonal acne and finding that chemicals in products go into your bloodstream and blah blah blah. I could go on forever. I got Body Bloom. Mate, the list goes on.
And something else coming out with Tropeaka very soon, so stay tuned.
Which I'm testing.
All right, thank you, Sarah. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us today, Sarah. We are super excited. Make sure you guys tune into our next podcast. But for now, put on your love goggles and always listen to your body.
Love it. Woo. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Just a reminder before you leave, thank you so much again for tuning into the hashtag Who podcast so far. Remember to hit that subscribe button right now so don't miss out on any future episodes, and also remember to share it with all of your friends. You can also find us at Tropeaka on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Pinterest, Facebook, pretty much all over the web for all of your health and fitness inspo with a whole lot of fun.